Serpentine fire! Got the serpent. We'll take care of the dove and we'll take care of the fish, I guess, right? Yes, yes. Christian emblems. Though it's not about being a Christian alone, there's more details that they're not telling you too. See, everybody's lying enough that it don't matter if you're lying, whether you're a Christian or not. No, that's the problem. No. See, you're trying to act like following your version of Christianity will save them when it won't. You're not saving a damn soul, maybe not even yourself, so no. You get too judgmental. Being on the mental. That's why I'm tolerant of people who are openly gay, but those who are in the closet and have something to hide, you better all watch out for, gay or straight. That's right. That's right. It's not the people who come out because they won't out. It's the people who stay in, though they know they are. That's true homophobia and what? Heterophobia. Heterophobia, right? See, these people are afraid of straight people and gay people. And they're acting out just sexually, not in love either, like a normal gay couple would as well. Right? Will and Grace? Yeah, yeah. It's the whole point to it. I don't mind even RuPaul. I know what he's about. I know what he's about. But I do mind, okay, you're a prostitute and you're really a man dressed up like a woman. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't know you're a man or a woman if you're playing a prostitute, right? And even Samson slept with a prostitute. See what I mean? And Hosea married a whore prostitute because of the Lord's edict. That's to represent the fornication Israel is doing against the Lord anyway. It's why it's allowed for certain prophets to do that. Certain prophets have more than one wife anyway. Solomon, David, even Abraham himself married after Sarah died. More women. Now to those sons he just gave gifts, right? To Isaac he inherited everything, and he even gave a gift to Ishmael. But it wasn't the heir. And here's why. Two different women both have firstborn sons. One was promised the whole time, Muslims, to have a son one day. The other one was just a stand-in wife until that occurred. Not to judge either Isaac or Ishmael unto condemnation. We're all human. But if one is told you'll have a son with his wife, which was still legally Sarah, and Sarah gave him his handmaid, like Paul pointed out, the free woman's child is still more important than the bondwoman's child because she had him after her. But they both had firstborn sons. Then it's up to the father to determine who he gives the inheritance to, right? It's like if you have a firstborn son of one woman or a secondborn son of one woman, that's still the firstborn son's first claim, right? Though say Cain is Satan's child, and Abel is Adam's, and Cain's through Abel his half brother. Because sin crouches at the door. Now, if something goes in and comes out, it's still a door, right? It's just a bottomless pit as well. Okay. Now, a woman has a door too, but she brings in a child, which is a continuance of life. Right. And without a child, your life dies, right? You have no more life in the earth. You have no offspring, so there you are. You have no woman, so there you are, quote unquote. Whoa. Now, I don't tell people what to do. I don't tell people You can't be gay, bi, whatever, right? Just don't lie about it. Now, you can't be gay in the Navy because of the UCMJ, period, right? You got to get out of the Navy. Then you can do that shit. I don't care. I don't care. While in the Navy, it's a crime. It's a crime. Yep. Any man in the military cannot break the UCMJ. Nope. Not a one. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Merchant Marines. You're also bound by the code of the UCMJ. I know. If the state agrees with the law that is 16, it's what? 16. But if the state says 18, even if the UCMJ says 16, you still gotta make the girls what? 18. Even if it's 20 or 21, right? You gotta go by the country's rule as well. That's why I'm showing you all that shit. I don't tell you what to do, right? Even if you have to be legally married in a certain country, right? That's the rule. And the problem with Egypt is that has a age of consent law too, right? So even if I had sex with the girl at the store or something, right? I don't remember all that, but okay. Right. Part of the conversation. I'm just trying to meet the girl and write her letters and normal stuff, right? Even her, I'm trying to meet and get to know and not just have sex with her on the spot, though I've done that with other girls. But I remember most of the one night stands even too, right? That was again because we exchanged information, but I never heard from them, Sheena, right? Though guess who gives me my mail? Your shipmates, my shipmates. And King is in charge of that. Right? Everybody on the ship? Now, who do I think is mainly after me that Ben and King? I'm giving you the name of the first person to ask me if I was gay in the Navy. Pastor Davis didn't ask me if I was gay, but he tried to pull a move on me. Right? That's still the point. The move didn't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Right? He didn't get no response. I just walked away because of the sensitive nature of the act itself, right? Because if you're near his office and no one's around you, you know, even if you hit him, it could be termed you assaulting him if he just touched your ass. Though again, if you tell people in court he touched your ass, that's sexual assault. But at the time, I'm not sure what the fuck's going on, so I'm trying to play it cool, so I just walked away. Didn't get hard either. Chris Domkowski. And you do now know what a wet dream is versus someone actually being gay, right? There's a difference there, Chris Domkowski. Do you understand now why we should just be cousins? Period. Not gay or straight cousins, just cousins. Don't even worry about that shit. Now, if I saw a pretty girl that day, ask me about her and if I was dreaming of her. Maybe. I sure as shit didn't even know when you came in. I sure as shit didn't know you would accuse me of being gay in the morning. I sure as shit hope you didn't try to, smother me with a pillow either. No, that's right. To hide what you were trying to do with me. I know. Because see, Chris, that makes you already gay and trying to include me in your little fiasco. I know what it means. You know what gay is. I'm asleep when you come in, right? That's not gay. That's a wet dream. A wet dream is you're still asleep, Chris, while acting out sexually with whoever's next to you in bed. Usually a polite person will either leave you alone like Myron and David did, or wake you up and say, hey man, you're thinking of something. Go to the other side of the bed, please. Something like that, you know what I mean? Right. Even David Maddox kind of did that when I had one around him when dating Tina, and he was dating Kathy, right? Mm-hmm. But that's the point. You know, a wet dream has nothing to do with the person sleeping next to you, right? If you're having one, even if you're mother, brother, sister, right? It's a wet dream. It's not you consciously acting out sexually, right? Even the priest can't control a wet dream, whether you're a Catholic priest or a Jewish priest, right? That's something anyone can do at any time and not even know they're doing it. Whole point about it all. Dan, you do know wet dreams where someone's humping the bed and asleep, and it's kind of considered rude to wake them up and ask them to jerk off with you, Dan. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Now, if we don't talk about sexual things, YouTube, how can we deal with them if we keep it in the closet? True. True. Now, why do I say I'm a lesbian? Because I do things men don't do to other women downstairs. That's my prerogative. Just like Bobby Brown has his prerogative, I have mine. And you can only call me a lesbian, not a gay man. Sorry. Because I'm French, too. We're the ones who kind of invented that for the woman anyway. Kind of. I know. They use it in Game of Thrones, right? I saw that. Good idea if you really do it, Jason. I don't know if you do or don't. I don't know if you do or don't. I know in the show you appeared to. But of course, I know you're married to Lisa Bonet, right? From The Cosby Show. And see, like you, I respect your relationships. I don't that's that either. But I am aware, right? But of course, you don't think Mariah Carey would take advantage of a disabled person anyway, right? You know better, right? We both know better, right? Because the disabled person knows better. Don't mean, again, you don't know better. Now, being disabled, okay, and hearing voices is in my mind more 100% bipolar than schizophrenic anyway, but I'm not the doctor there. But one you can kind of still work on. One you can't. Is that the problem too, Dr. Schuller? So you can also overdiagnose a patient, right? If you're overdiagnosing me and I get all fidgety with the medication for a schizophrenic, hello? That's my practice too. You're not letting go of the diagnosis to a lesser one because what? I would be less disabled? Or something with bipolar versus schizophrenia. Kinda. People might be more willing to work with me too, huh? Might could even find a girlfriend if I'm bipolar. She could be bipolar, I don't even know it, right? Right. Though it should be, what? Joking around about it, right? Not taking it too seriously, but knowing it's an issue, right? All you're doing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just completing my study, sorry. Mm-hmm. See, that's you and me. So, and I'm just showing you I'm going over it, right? Common sense things can't be copyrighted for a reason, you and me, right? And see, you can only copyright fiction. Why is that? You're making up a story. You can't copyright the truth because no one owns the truth. The truth is for everyone to know. That's why all my shit is what? Put up for free. Put out there for free. Uh, ah. I'm not trying to copyright anything but my book, and that was really Chris Walker's doing. Sorry, Chris, I gotta expose your ass to you. Wrote up a bad little thing there, and I told you that. You wrote up a bad book, too. But see, I had to tell my mom that. Because because of the way you made the thing sound. Now, I didn't really read the whole thing, right? Two. But I knew it got the gist of it. Especially the Mastoids part, right? That's why I did it too, right? And Mastos, right? He did mention that in the book too, right? It's mainly why I let it kind of go. Plus, I knew it wasn't really going nowhere. Yeah. You did too, Chris. You did too, Chris. Walker. That's what I mean about coincidences and real names and fake names and non de plumes and all that shit, right? See, when you make up a bunch of fake names to deal with the fake situation, right? And it is a little fake, right? But the problem is, if you're always fake, when does the truth come out, all right? Who are you really? Can you really do this or not? See, yes, we know most of it's fictional, all right? But where do you draw the line between fantasy and reality there, too? See, real people, even if Mariah Carey, right, can sing or not, she's still a real person representing herself as Mariah Carey. Even if she's not, say, per se, born as Mariah Carey, and that's the stage name, she's still a real person. And even if she's real or fake, you still treat a real person like they have real feelings. Not like they don't. You know what I mean? Now, when you're juggling a lot of dumbasses, though, right, you're just trying to make sure the right people aren't involved, right? At all. And like I told you, the serpent and the rainbow is the point. Now, if I did my little videos there to help everyone, whether you're musically inclined or not, to believe in yourself more, period. Now, if Minnie Riperton is really doing it, according to her biography and all that, I'm not disputing that, right? Either. But here's the thing, it's a note. A note anyone can do. Why? If it's really musical, you can impersonate other people in music, imitate them, right? Imitation ain't mockery either. Mockery is kind of when you do it jokingly, right? Say like, I don't know if he did it or not either, right? You know what I'm talking about. Jonah Hill, when he did it in that movie about the colleges and all that stuff, right? Right. You know what I mean, right? I forgot the title. But anyway, during the movie, he screams like a girl, okay? I don't know if that's edited or not. Could be, right? He is a guy. But we could do it when we were smaller. What happens, though, that you stop doing it? People tell you, well, guys can't do that when they get older anyway. Right. Well, no. Yes. Maybe. Why? You're taught you can't do it anymore. And you quit trying to do it anymore. And that could be part of the problem, right? You know what I mean there, too. Say, Maya can't do it at all, but, like, all children when she was a child. You could scream at the top of your voice. Right? Right. Now you can't. Why? You quit doing it. You don't even try to access your voice anymore, your high-pitched voice, right? What? Yeah.